When Cooper Johnson was making his way through Little League, his big dreams featured a place atop the pitcher's mound. And while those dreams didn't exactly come true, the reality is he was only off by 60 feet 6 inches.
I didn't start catching until I was a freshman in high school, so I kind of got a bit of a late start compared to a lot of people. So I had to, spend a lot of time trying to get used to that position going into high school. But I think it was also something that just kind of came natural to me.
You want to see him behind home play every single day because he gave you his all. He goes out there and he competes. He gave you his heart, and that's something that you want to see in that position, in the catching position, because the grind, the desire, the passion that he shows every single day, and his willingness, to learn and to help the team to win in any capacity,
I think it was definitely where I was supposed to end up. My body type, my personality, all that stuff. Catching was definitely where I needed to be.
Case in point, a huge arm that MLB Pipeline grades as a 65 on the 80-point scale before he was picked by the Tigers in the 6th round last year. That same rocket arm allowed Johnson to register pop times below 1.9 seconds on a regular basis.
A pop time is just the time from when the ball hits the catcher's glove until the ball gets down to the second baseman or shortstop when it hits their glove. So it's glove to glove. The faster your pop time is, that's just a sign that you're going to throw more runners out, I guess, essentially. So that's why it's such a highly regarded stat. But, just working on things like being very efficient in your movements. It's a very quick movement and short movement, the transfer, releasing the baseball on a steal. The runner's going to run to second anywhere between 3 and 4 seconds, so you really don't have a ton of time, especially when you account for the amount of time the pitcher takes to release the ball. So you really want to be as efficient as you possibly can in getting that ball from your glove to the second baseman's glove. So things like, quick short jab step, quick feet, strong arm, efficient movements from the ball up into your ear where you're going to release the ball, using your legs, stuff like that. So those are all things that help increase your pop time.
With a sound defensive game already in place, it's on offense, where Cooper hopes he can continue to develop when his second season of pro ball begins.
At the wall, it is gone! Solo shot for Cooper Johnson. Makes it a 3-1 game, Whitecaps here in the bottom of the 4th.
I'd like to show a little bit of power. I'd like to be able to hit between 10 and 15 home runs in a season, driving a decent amount of runs, and then also just be productive for whatever the situation is. Moving a guy over, getting a guy in, just being a productive bat in the lineup that can flash some power, and hopefully just keep increasing those power numbers as I grow up and as I learn. And it's just, reps and experience, I think, and just you grow up through those reps and that time playing and learning where your weaknesses are, seeing pitchers expose those weaknesses, and then making adjustments to, combat that.
In the meantime, expect the former Ole Miss star to stay just how he is off the field, which is a bit of a perfectionist.
Making sure things are lined up and make sure my locker's set in place. The colors are next to the right colors, and, my shoes are lined up. Always checking to make sure everything's in the right spot, stuff like that. Very clean guy.